Breaking news. Federal government replies US-based organization denies sponsoring terrorism. Hello, my wonderful people. You know that a group of Nigerians in diaspora have dragged the Muhammadu Buhari's administration before the US Congress to say Nigerian government, led by President Muhammadu Buhari, are the ones, or sponsoring or allowing what is going on in Nigeria to happen without being checked. The Muhammadu Buhari's administration has been characterized with a lot of insecurity as we speak. Only God knows how many people has been kidnapped today, and all the rest of vices that have been going on. To a large extent, this would have been curbed if the Nigerian government is sincere and truly ready to ensure that this evil atrocity combing the nation come to an end. But very much again and again, we keep saying that it feels very strongly that the federal government is quite happy with what is going on. It feels very much like the federal government, especially Muhammadu Buhari, who Nigerians continue to tell again and again, describe these people as terrorists so that they can be dealt with, seem not to pay heed because he can't be bothered or he's protecting them and giving them some form of immunity, secretly, being with them and affiliating with them. This is why the US-based group has dragged Muhammadu Buhari's administration currently to the US Congress. Let's get all the details. Federal government replies US-based organization denies sponsoring terrorism. The federal government has denied any allegations by the US-based non-profit organization that the Nigerian government was sponsoring terrorism and labeled it as a disgusting distraction orchestrated by those seeking to weaken the ongoing massive onslaught against terrorism and banditry currently in the country. In a statement on Sunday by the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, he said the so-called global advocate for terrorism eradication is a irritant that should be ignored, especially because it is as confused as it's responsible. The minister said this organization called Gates is not even worth the link with which its name is written. How can a serious organization accuse a government that is tackling the twin evil of terrorism banditry with uncommon determination of sponsoring them? It is not cautious that such organization has chosen this particular time when terrorism are either surrendering or driven or running helter-skelter as a result of the known offense against them by the military to ensure that insecurity in Nigeria is brought to a stop. He further said the Gate and its sponsors should be thoroughly ashamed of themselves why they have gone to point out the Muhammadu Buhari's organization of being in association with these very people. He said the Nigerian government is doing all it possibly can to ensure that Nigeria is changed, transformed, and Nigeria becomes better. Lai Mohammed continued by saying the acceleration and the acceleration and the fight against these forces will continue, and the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari is committed in ensuring that we combat this evil troop to an end, and therefore begs the US not to accept but ignore any such words spoken against the Nigerian government. So this is what is happening. This is what is going on right now. Remember the US-based organization? Yes, they came up and they told, they want the US to investigate Nigerian government because they feel very strongly that the Nigerian government has something and everything to do with the current administration, being in the forefront of the terrorism. They feel the current administration should have done more, but right now they're allowing this evil to happen for their own personal gain or they are sponsoring it. The current Muhammadu Buhari's administration, gives money to these bandits. In case you are not aware, oh yeah, they give money to them. They give them money, they pay them. But at the other time, we heard that President Muhammadu Buhari, was doing all he possibly can to ensure that, his whatever was not shoot from the air, when he was to travel, and he was to travel to his own home state, and all that was happening, he was ensuring that his flight was not shut down. And so what did he do? He gave them 200 million. 200 million. Nigerians continue to ask what that money is for, but the Nigerian government continue to deny it and say, oh, there was no such thing, or blah, 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 blah. Again, we say there is no indigenous smoke without fire. People cannot just wake up one morning and say Buhari gave bandit 200 million from just the figments of their imagination because they feel like saying some words. You see, so when you look at it, could there be some iota of truth in all that is being said? Could there be an iota of truth? So this is what it is, and this is what is coming up, and this is what is happening. Anyway, my wonderful people, we will continue to speak the truth and will not allow those called oppressors to distract us or to lie. Because we know Lai Mohammed is the Minister of Information that has no information. Even when the Nigerian government is paying these people to ensure, that they are covered and they are pretending, when they continue to pretend to everybody, they know, but they continue to deny. And we all know what is happening. We are all seeing it. We are all aware of all these things going on. But we're not going to let it continue. We know that the Nigerian government, if they truly, really wants to end this insecurity, would have done something more. So if the US-based organization is saying that Nigerian government should be investigated on their affiliation and their dealings with these bandits, I don't think it's far from the truth. As a matter of fact, I think it is worth the shot. And I honestly think that the US should consider really looking into what these people have said, give it a shot, and sincerely investigate the Nigerian government. Nigerian government should be thoroughly investigated on the front of most of these things that have gone on. Nigerian government should be investigated. They should not just sweep it down the carpet and just feel that all is done. No, 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 no. Nigerian government should honestly and sincerely be investigated. And so Nigerian government, through Lai Mohammed, is saying the US-based organization that said they should be investigated, and they feel very strongly that the Nigerian government is sponsoring and aiding terrorism in the country. I don't think they are far from the truth. The Nigerian government just have it to really prove themselves. If you say you are not sponsoring it, no problem, then prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Let's hear. Prove it. So that is where we are at the moment. Prove it. Do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. Let it count. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now.